Okay, this is TempleOS 5-minute random code walkthrough, episode 22, and I'm your host, Terry Davis. Let's see where God sends us today. Alt-B. And today we are located in Games Battle Lines. Okay, in the init. So this is a game. You move the mouse wheel and you do an attractive force when you press the button, or a repulsive force when you press the button. I'm repelling them. I can move them down, then up, or I can attract them if I'm attracting them to the. Anyway, okay, so that's. So we're looking at the init. So on applications, you bracket with settings push and settings pop, and the reason you do that is if we change. Hold on a sec. Okay, at the command line, you say main so at the command line, if we unassemble the function main, okay, so we can execute, we just put code in memory and now we're executing at the command line. And if we O-trace, then or no, let's see. If we C-trace, then if we do main, notice how what we're doing is a call to main. So it stays in the same task and it calls it. So if we say pound include battle lines, then this is going to be in the same task as the command line. So if we say battle lines, so for that reason, we watch what happens. Right now we have autocomplete turned off, but let's put autocomplete back on. Alt A, and then notice it's this is one of the settings that are saved when you let's look at what save settings saves. It saves autocomplete. Where does it save autocomplete? It saves autocomplete. It saves preemption if you turn it on or off. It saves if you pan the window, that is saved. If you let's go ahead and watch what happens. When I'm going to start this up and autocomplete will be on, then it'll turn off. Now when we exit, autocomplete comes back on. Now if we do I'm going to pan the screen. Let's pan it so this is in the center. Okay, so that's kind of a weird thing to do. But now when we exit, let's pan. Oh, it's in the center now. anyway, so when we exit, it's back. That's one of the, okay. I'm just going over what settings saves. Preemption is turned off, but it's turned back on when we pop the settings. So we push settings, then we call init, which is what initializes all the troopers. Then we go in a loop, and we do try catch. This is to catch Control-Alt-C. If there's a Control-Alt-C exception, we catch it, and we go in a loop. And if the character coming in is a carriage return, that's what I do for reinitialize. Now preemption is off, so what that means is it will not draw the screen until we sleep down here. This is the only time it's going to draw the screen, is at this sleep. So what that means is the init is safe for because preemption is off. The reinitialize is sometimes would be dangerous if you drew the screen in the middle of a reinitialize. Not in this program, but in other programs, you sometimes it has queue links and stuff. So we turn off preemption, and what that means is it's not going to draw the screen until initialize gets completed. If you do a reinitialize, it's not going to draw the screen in the middle of a reinitialize. That's a callback. Draw it is a callback to draw the screen, and the draw it is right here. We go in a loop, and we draw all the troopers. Where is that? For number of players, 2 players, number of troopers, and so init is safe because we have preemption turned off. Preemption gets turned back on when we pop the settings, because that's one of the settings that we save and restore. So you should familiarize the border. We maximize the window. We get rid of the border. Anyway, so let's look at initialize. So it randomly sets. No, it doesn't randomly set the X and Y. In this game, they're at fixed locations. It initializes, and then it picks a AI mode. There are a handful of AI modes. What are the AI modes? Either it has a target or it goes randomly. Anyway, so when you reinitialize, when you start a new game over, well, let's see. So I think I covered everything there is in the initialize. So memset, we initialized the array of troopers to 0. Okay, I get